So it's Genshin version 2.6. I think everybody already knows what's going to be in it. Most of us have already seen the leaks. Ayato is no big secret. Genshin, Hoyoverse, MiHoYo, they've pretty much already put him out there like, I don't know how many weeks ago. It's like been 2 to 3 weeks at least. And people have been talking about him for much longer. It seems as though everybody's just like, well, who cares about leaks anymore? We're just going to talk about them. There's being absolutely no effort or like no will to stop people from talking about leaks, because I think Genshin is that at that point in its life cycle now where people are just waiting for the next thing, right? Most of us have already done all the quests, all the events, all gotten all the preval gems, gotten all the treasure chests. It's pretty much old hat. So we're going to be looking at whatever new stuff we can find. So yeah, let's just get into this. It's going to be English, then Chinese, then Japanese, and then English. We're going to watch this on Bilibili because Bilibili is honestly, it's gotten a lot better over the years. Like I remember just like a few weeks ago I was watching this and it's like the UI was just so bad, and now the new version of the UI is just so much smoother. Anyways, let's watch this because I don't want to waste your time. Hoyoverse,
Wow,
Klee,
it's so beautiful here! So many things
English.
I've never seen before.
Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've been here since last night so I could buy a figurine.
Arataki numero uno Ito challenge you to an all-out, no-holds-barred, anything-goes duel. Ah!
But it fails to fulfill the most crucial elements. Inspiration.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions. Delighted to make your acquaintance. I am head of the Kamisato clan, Kamisato Ayata. Cascade! Mind the deluge. Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Now to start reeling in.
I think this is actually the not just the name of the banner, but also the name of what's it called? This is the name of the version, right? And it's because of the festival. There's going to be a festival. I don't know what it's called, but basically what we're going to get is an event that gets both the Mondstadt and the Lear characters into Inazuma, and hopefully there will be some interactions. Like we've already had this in the current the alcohol brewing event. I thought that was pretty interesting. Seeing this is what I want more of, like right, more of the different regions characters interacting with each other. It's nice that we get them in their own separate, like in their own. It's obvious that we get to see them in their own regions, right? But I think it makes it feel as though the world is more alive and more interconnected if there are more characters from different regions interacting with each other, going to different regions and like just interacting with other characters. Like it would be interesting to see if some of the Deptai interacting with like Yai and some of the other animal inspired characters in Genshin Impact. I'm not sure if there are any in Mondstadt. Maybe Razor, but so far the Adepti and Yai, the Yai, Tengu, Sarakujo, that those kind of characters, the non-human characters at least, I think it would be so awesome if they could just like get together and have like a bonfire or something.
I've been here since last night so I could buy a figurine.
One thing I really don't like about Bilibili is that you can't really, if you click on another point in the timeline, in the playtime, it just starts automatically. It should stop. Like this is kind of annoying. So yeah, we're going to get Klee, we're going to get
Here!
Toma,
Signed
Sayu's there,
Duel.
Toma,
Inspiration.
Albedo. I don't know why, but
Elements.
this thing reminds me of a smartphone. It's like he's looking at a giant smartphone.
Inspiration.
And Venti, of course. We haven't seen him in, I think, a year now. We actually haven't seen. His last event was sometime after I start. Was like I think it was a month or two after I started playing that we got an event for Venti, but I actually don't remember what that event now is now.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
And he's drunk. But for some reason, he wasn't in the wine brewing event. So that makes no sense whatsoever. Maybe he was just already in Inazuma, so he wasn't able to attend. And of course, Ayato. Like, I don't know what more there is to say about Ayato, because we've already seen him from all the leaks, or at least I have. I've seen him so many times now. It's like, I know what his skill set is. I know what his ult does. I know what his is it Q or R? I actually don't know. It's written into my it's like my muscle memory that I don't even know what keys I'm hitting anymore.
I am head of the Kamisato clan, Kamisato Ayato.
So his title is Pillar of Fortitude.
Kamisato clan.
Yeah, Pillar of Fortitude. Pillar of Fortitude, a new branch of Emerald Glory. Why is it called Emerald Glory? That's weird.
Kamisato Ayato.
It's kind of disappointing because I honestly think he is probably going to be top tier. He's probably going to be better than Kokomi, even though I'm not like a meta chaser. It does feel kind of sad that I won't be able to get him, at least for the foreseeable future. I'll be saving for Yoimiya. And I don't need another Hydro character anymore. I already have Kokomi. Maybe I could get... No. Because I have both C6, Xingqiu, and Kokomi, which covers like at least 90% of my Hydro needs in team building. And I don't know what exactly... Ayato would be another like AoE Hydro buff, right? But I'm not sure I'd even need that. Like, even if I do, I don't have enough Primo Gems and Wishes, so I probably shouldn't even think about that for now.
Mind the deluge. Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Now to start reeling them in.
Albedo's getting a lot of screen time, isn't he? Like, it doesn't seem that long ago that we got Albedo, because he was in the event. He was like the main character of the Dragon Spine event, right? And that was what, like, I think that was 2 months ago, 2 to 3 months ago, right? So it hasn't been that long, and he was in. I'm sure he was in another event that I can't name it, but he was in at least like 2 to 3 events since I started playing this game, and that's kind of a lot. Some characters we just never see anymore. Like Razor, where the fuck is he?
If my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
Where is Lisa?
As the Helitrolls go in, they never emerge again. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the Abyss Order. A whole city that's floating in the air, upside down?
More than one kind of strange power exists here. That it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move. Conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
Meddling fool! Encumber us no more!
Find a way to stop that thing!
Okay, we don't need to see this. So yeah, that's the English version. This chasm part, this story part of, because every single version has like half the events and half the story part. This story part is actually probably the most interesting thing I've seen in terms of trailers for quite a long while now, because we get a lot of hints at what the Abyss is actually doing now, because you can see that the Helitrolls are going into the chasm, right, where the Abyss is doing whatever it is they're doing, and you can see later on that you will have these like... Oh my god.
More than one kind of strange power every move.
The Abyss are doing some kind of ritual, and these like I call them Abyss Titans because I don't know why. But these Abyss humanoid guys, they're not really even Abyss, but you know, just follow me with me.
Yourselves.
They're being sacrificed.
Brace yourselves.
They're being sacrificed by the, I think it's an electro elector. They're actually being sacrificed, and it seems as though you can see that there's like black wisps going into them from the sides. So what I'm guessing is that they are being used, these humanoid abyss whatevers, and the Haley shores are being used to power up whatever ritual that the abyss are doing. And what's interesting that he says encumber us no more. So that assumes that something is like dragging them back, which I don't know if they're talking about the monsters or something else, but that is really cool.
Away! Just stop that thing!
So you can see here that they're kind of just, I don't know what it is, but maybe their minds are like being broken, or they're just suffering from some kind of whatever is going on. Okay, is there anything else? No. No, it's just events. Okay, on to the next one. Wait, is that the English name? I think this is the first time the English name has actually been shown in the Chinese version of the trailer. Or is that just me? I'm pretty sure they didn't show the English name in the previous trailers. I don't know why. The chasm actually looks way bigger than I first expected. Like, I was expecting something similar to, well, at least on the surface, I was expecting something similar to like Watatsumi, which it kind of does look like it, doesn't it? It's like a giant hole in the middle, and this is even more like hole-ish. I don't know how to describe it, but it's basically a giant hole in the middle, and we've got all these like outcrop places. That's pretty cool. It reminds me of this anime called Eureka 7, where like everything is just like a giant coral. Because you have all these like jutting landscape geo structures, and it just looks so science fiction.
测是正确的，那就证明在深渊教团眼里，此处存在着设立传送节点的价值。
来到层岩巨渊的丘丘人们进去之后，就再也没有出来。 很多人都要把自己吓得发疯了。
难道层岩剧院的下面真的会跟深渊教团有关吗？在空中的、倒立的，一整座城市。
这里会。
Wait, so what they're saying right here is that there is an entire city that is upside down, and I kind of wonder if it has something to do with the Archon statue that was upside down in patch, I don't know what it is, but it was the Archon quest after the Liyue Archon quest, where we got to go with Dainsleif and basically follow the Abyss Lector into that cave, and what we saw was an upside down Archon statue. I wonder if that had something to do with this, because it would make sense that they would have an upside down Archon statue in an upside down city, right? So maybe they were collecting Archon statues for their upside down city. Also, it makes me suspicious that the Abyss is actually not like below the world, it's actually above them. What if the Abyss is like, what if Celestia is actually guarding the Abyss from like the sky, and the sky is just fake? I think it's possible, I guess. That's like my pet theory.
此时此刻的我们，很有可能正在被深渊窥视着。
这是……
先聊到此为止，境界。黑月的东西，给我闪开！想办法让这东西停下来。给我闪开！境界。黑月的东西，给我闪开！
See, here the focus and the tone is much less specific. In the part where he says that encumber us no more in English, here it's just like get out of our way. So maybe in the original version it doesn't actually mean something specifically about something dragging them down. Here it's just much more casual, I think. Yeah.
想办法让这东西停下来。
Anyways, that's the Chinese version.
わー、すごく綺麗。クレン見たこともないものがいっぱいあるよ。
姿の彩りさえでどんな面白いものが見られるのか、ランジュラは気にならぬのか？
なんといっても先行販売限定のサイン本は。
説は人形を買うため昨晩からここを張っていた。
この俺様、新たき天下第一ヒットと熱く燃える豪快な決闘をしようぜ。
だけど一番重要なインスピレーションがまだ欠けていると認めざるを得ない。
だったら美味しいおつまみを頼んじゃおうかな。
Venti in Japanese just sounds like a girl.
あなたのことはたびたび彩香から聞いています。
Like, I know they're all girls, but he actually just sounds like a girl in Japanese.
犬猿よ、三着の終水、仕掛けは十分。そろそろ回収するとしましょう。
仮に天意の網の推測が正しかった場合、アビス教団にとってここは転移先として設定するほどの価値があるということだ。
双眼鏡園に来たヒルチャールたちは中に入ったらもう出てくることがないらしい。恐怖のあまり仕事に手がつかなくなってるんだ。
やっぱり双眼鏡園の下ってアビス教団と何かしら関係があるのかな。空中に浮かんでるし、丸ごと逆さまになってるぞ。
ここには奇妙な力がいくつも集まっている。今この瞬間、アビスの目に映っている可能性がある。
これって
雑談は終わりだ。構えろ。
邪魔者め。下がれ。
考えろ。あれを止める方法を。
One thing I don't like about what they've shown in this past trailer is this Steelix bullshit. Because we already have like long like worm like monsters. We already have that. It's the Golden Wolflord. So I'm wondering if like they're relying too much on these types of designs now. Like there can be more than one, don't get me wrong, but it seems a tiny bit too much like the Golden Wolflord, except underground rather than up in the air where you can't do anything about him. This seems like Wolflord 2.0. So we'll see.
여기 진짜 예쁘다. 칼레가 처음 보는 물건이 가득해.
이로도리 축제에 얼마나 재밌는 게 있을지 궁금하지 않아?
작가의 친필 사인이 있는 초파는 소장 가치가 아주 높지. 꼭 살 거야.
난 인형을 사기 위해서 어젯밤부터 여길 지키고 있었다고.
나 아라타키 천하 제일의 이토와 호탕하고 시원하게 결투하자고.
가장 중요한 영감이 아직 부족해.
그럼 맛있는 안주도 시키자.
아야카에게 얘기 많이 들었습니다. 이제야 인사 나누는군요. 카미사토 가문의 가주, 카미사토 아야토입니다.
See, the Korean version doesn't show the English. The Korean version doesn't show the English letters at all. It's only the Chinese version that does this, and I'm pretty sure the Japanese version doesn't do that either. So it's kind of weird, just a tiny bit.
카미사토 아야토입니다. 검의 그림자, 삼척의 주소. 미끼는 모두 던져두었으니 슬슬 거둘 때가 됐군요.
전송 네트워크에 대한 내 추측이 맞다면 여기가 시면교단이 전송 지점으로 삼을 만큼 중요한 곳이라는 걸 말하는 거야.
승암고연에 들어간 추추족들이 나온 걸 본 적이 없어. 그리고 사람들은 미쳐가기 시작했지.
승암고연 지하가 정말 심형교단과 관련 있는 건가? 공중에 거꾸로 떠있는 도시?
이곳에 모인 기이한 힘은 하나뿐만이 아니야. 우리는 지금 시면에 감시당하고 있을 가능성이 커.
이건...
잡담은 여기까지. 경계를 늦추지 마.
귀찮은 녀석! 저리 가자!
어서, 저걸 멈춰!
So another thing we learned in this trailer is that the humanoid abyss things, or whatever they're called, the humanoid monsters, as well as the helichos, are both controlled by the abyss, or at least they can be controlled by whatever it is the abyss are doing. Yeah, those are the 4 trailers in the 1 trailer in 4 languages. I don't know why, but this time it seems a tiny bit shorter than previous trailers. It's only 2 minutes and 45 seconds long. So I'm not sure what exactly I was expecting, because we basically got what the leaks showed. The Abyss seems to be a bit bigger than what I expected at first. Like, when I first heard about the Abyss, I didn't know why people were so hyped up about it, or why people were talking about it, because I just thought it was just some I actually thought the Abyss was where Ajdaha was being kept. So I just thought we already cleared the Abyss by, like, attacking Ajdaha. And that turned out not to be the case, which is kind of cool. But anyways, so that's it for 2.6. I'm still saving up for Yoimiya. I'm not going to get Ayato. So this patch is, aside from the story stuff, it's going to be a bit of a sleeper for me. If you are pulling for Ayato, I hope you get as lucky as I did with the last 4 50-50s that I won. Except for Child, because I didn't actually want to win Child. Child is just whatever. So see you guys later. This is Bench Gamer signing out.